on how powerful the heart is in terms of healing and its transmutation of various frequencies. Hey guys, it's Terry. It's so good to see you. How's your heart today? How is that beautiful, wonderful, dynamic heart of yours? You know, the heart is so amazing because it actually has a bigger electromagnetic field than the brain. And they're doing so much work and so much study on how powerful the heart is in terms of healing and its transmutation of various frequencies and various traumas and various attachments that we have to people, places, and things. So that's why I'm always saying, how's your heart? It's always good to check on your heart. So mama wants to know, how is your heart? I hope it's great. I do. I really hope it's great. I want to talk to you about something serious, okay? And it's legit, and it's a legit concern. And that is, how do you know if you're seeing a valid psychic or medium, or getting a reading, any type of healing modality, or you know, whether they're an astrologer or not, you know? How do you know you're not working with someone who is a shill or a fraud? I want to talk to you a little bit about that, because I, believe it or not, have been taken. Yes, I myself have been taken, and I was told that a curse was put on my family, and it was up to me to take and remove that curse off. Now, when I went to this psychic, I was in an extremely vulnerable place. And that's the thing. When you guys are coming to us for help or guidance, y'all are vulnerable. You're looking for a legitimate way to potentially solve a problem, right? And with the right guidance from a person who has the right intentions from you, it can be a beautiful, magical experience. But it can also be a huge shit show if you've gone to someone who's a piece of crap. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, and I don't bullshit. That's the way it is. I am psychic. I've been psychic my entire life, but I was in an extremely vulnerable place in my life. And as a human being, I am bound to earthly ways, and I was in a pretty shitty place. And at that time, I was told that I had to remove a curse, and literally the reader did sleight of hand magic with me. Yes. Now I'm a huge fan of magic too. So you would think, putting two and two together, I would know that this is all bullshit. But no, because I was vulnerable. I needed help. And what she did was she took an orange and she put it in a bag. And she told me that I needed to sleep with this orange in the bag underneath my bed for 2 weeks and come back to her. And if the orange on the inside was like deep, if it had basically changed its coloring, its transformation, its whatever, if it changed, then there was a curse on the family, and then I had to go ahead and do that. So lo and behold, 2 weeks later, I go back, she cuts into it, and there's like maggots, and like, it's just like, and it freaked me the fuck out at first. And then I was like, whoa, wait a second, something doesn't feel right. So I got the red flag because I wasn't as vulnerable as I was 2 weeks prior. So she's like, come back, give me another $500. And I was like, fuck off. Like, no. So I put a stop to that. But I was able to come online and get out of my vulnerable place and go, no, this isn't right. Okay, so I started to follow that red flag feeling that I had in my body. So how do you know if you're working with someone or you're getting a reading from somebody who's legit? Well, first and foremost, nowadays, and I do say that nowadays, we're in more modern times. We're also in a period where the earth is changing. I mean, everything is changing. There's so much uncertainty. So nowadays, you are going to have a reading online or on the phone, but that doesn't mean it's not a legit reading, because you're always dealing with energy, and energy can penetrate matter, meaning energy can go through your cell phone, energy can go through your laptop, okay? So Don't even worry about if you can't have an in-person reading. It's totally okay. The energy is gonna work just as well. The reading will be just as effective, okay? You're gonna wanna get a good sense of the reader that you're looking up, and most likely you're going to be looking at their reviews, you're going to be looking at their website, you're going to be looking at any media or any blogs that they've written. See if they take a stand in the world. How are they showing up in the world? Are they being genuine about their message? Does it feel like or seem like maybe they actually want to help people? People who want to help people make themselves known. They make themselves known. So that means they show up, they're seen, they're heard, right? Now, there are other times too where, and this is a total opposite, so I understand that I'm totally negating what I've said. There are also really hush-hush, down low energy healers or readers. And those are the ones you will only find through word of mouth. And the reason why they're being worded of mouth is because they're legit and they're good. So they have some sort of review. So you're always gonna want to talk to people or use your referrals, right? So you and the person who's telling you about this, like, how well do you know this person, right? Do you respect this person, right? So if Amelia, I'm just saying, Amelia had a great reading with me and she's like, oh my God, you got to go, get a reading with Terry, then that's awesome, right? Then you'll be like, oh, okay, I trust Amelia, right? So you're always going to want to get some sense of your reader before you do that. Now, some readers will be able to have a chat with you before, some won't. So don't be offended if they don't have time or they're not able to actually talk to you before. Please feel free to write to them. They will be able to get back to you, right? So if you're sending a message to someone you're vetting, a psychic or medium or healer that you're vetting, and you don't hear back from them, that's also a sign that it's just either not a good match or you don't want to be working with them, all right? And that is because they're not, at the very least, taking a brief moment to acknowledge you. And doesn't every human want to be heard, seen, acknowledged, right? So depending on their work schedule, don't be offended if they don't call you back and have a nice long conversation before they actually read for you. As a matter of fact, the least amount of contact you have with them before you're reading, the better, because we don't want to get too into your energy too far in advance, because we'll be getting and downloading information that we can't necessarily give to you because it's not the right time. All right. The last thing, really, you want to really be able to trust yourself. You want to. If you're just getting something's not right, go with it, follow your gut, and be respectful of office policies that your reader might have, So make sure that if you're canceling appointments or postponing, rescheduling, or whatever, you're doing it within their scope of office policies, right? And that's going to help you get the best reading as possible. So all these different ways are going to show you, am I dealing with someone who's bullshitting me or not? The last one that I want to tell you about, which is a really good sign that you're dealing with somebody legit, not going to sugarcoat this. Will they give you your money back if no connection is made? Will they refund you? Will they be able to own up and get over their ego and say, you know what, I can't make any connection, so I'm sorry, here's your money back, all right? So hopefully those are some tips that help you feel better. And of course, if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I promise to get back to you. It just may not be in the time frame that you're looking for. Keep that in mind. What am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Stay connected to yourself. Stay connected to your family, friends. And of course, you can stay connected to me. If you want a reading, check me out at terryhuberman.com. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to everybody and anybody. And I'll see ya on the flip side.